Hey guys, Tom with BuyMeAniPhone.com back at you today. And today we're going to be taking a look at a mobile payment system. Now, with the proliferation of mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets that constantly have an internet connection, merchants and, quite honestly guys, normal people have been able to take credit cards for payment of services and goods more readily than they have in the past. Now, you can pretty much imagine what types of people may use these systems: plumbers, the gardeners, pretty much anyone that takes payments on the go and doesn't have a brick and mortar storefront. So you may or may not know, I have been using the Square card reader for a couple of years now, and I've wanted to look into other alternatives. So we've been checking out a lot of different mobile credit card payment services, and today we're going to be checking out the PaySaber Clip. Now, we checked this out firstly at CES in Las Vegas at Showstoppers, and I was pretty impressed with it, and I've had about 2 months to kind of mess around with it. But first, before we get into the PaySaber Clip and the hardware itself and the application, what I wanted to do is I wanted to first explain to you how this is different than the Square card reader. Now, with the PaySaber and the PaySaber Clip, you will need a merchant account. That means you will need an account that is able to take credit cards that is processed through a bank. Pretty simple setup process, and USA, ePay, and PaySaber does have a bunch of different approved services that you can choose from. All of them will differ on rates and how much they are per transaction and monthly fees and so on and so forth. As you may or may not know, the Square card reader has no monthly fees. They have a straight percentage. I think it's 2.75% now on swiped cards, and I think it's 3.5% on manually keyed in cards. But there is no monthly service fee. You don't have to have a merchant account. You simply sign up on Square's website. Now, that may sound all fine and dandy, but you have to really take into account a couple of different things. First, when you are using a Square is what's called aggregating all the transactions and then paying you through one big merchant account, which they own on a daily or bi-daily basis. With the PaySaber Clip and through USA ePay, you have your own merchant account, so it's not aggregating anyone else's money. So that may be good for you, it may not be good for you, it really depends. But the PaySaber Clip is $80, and it's for all iOS devices, not only the iPhone, but the iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. Of course, with the iPod Touch, you're going to need an internet connection, a Wi-Fi connection, whereas the iPhone and the iPad, you can use a cellular connection. And it has a reader that is a 3-track bi-directional card reader, and it is end-to-end data encrypted. Okay, unlike some of the other products out there, Square and some of the other ones, they are not end-to-end encrypted. Some of them are not encrypted at all, so that's one of the benefits. Again, this is much larger, and there's a couple of different ways that you can purchase this and go through the payment process. You can pay $80 outright for the premium card swiping terminal, or you can get it free with a 12-month commitment to recurring merchant fees of $10 or more, and then you've got a per transaction cost of about 20 cents per charge plus 0.69% to 1.69% of the transaction amount, depending on what kind of service that you sign up with. Now, already you may be saying, Tom, this is a little bit more complicated than the Square card reader, and I'm not going to deny that. It is more complicated, and that's one of the drawbacks that I had to that. The other drawback I had to this is that it is a little bit difficult to find it. You have to go through a reseller to find this. If you go to PaySaber.com, there's no place where you can order it. You have to go through a reseller, whereas the Square card reader is pretty much available anywhere. You can get it at a Target, you can get it at, I think it's Walmart, the Apple Store, or you can order it directly from through Square for free. So that's kind of some of the differences. You're going to have to decide on which system is best for you. But let's kind of get into the hardware now, since we've talked about all the kind of business aspects of it. Okay, in the box you get a USB cord, a standard USB charger, and the PaySaber clip. Now, as you can see, it is a lot bigger than some of the other units out there. It's about the size of the iPhone, and it's got some pluses and minuses for this. The first minus that you're going to notice already is you're not going to be able to use this with a case. Okay, you're going to need to use your naked iPhone. The plus is that it's a lot more secure on the phone than some of the other card readers. Now, you can either charge this through your USB and wall charger, or you can charge it directly through a computer. Also, this will also charge your PaySaber and your phone at the same time, so you can use it while it's charging, so no need to worry about if you run out of juice. Now, of course, if you're going to be using this on the run, you're probably not going to have a lot of places to charge it up, but you can use it and charge it if you do have power. So that is the charging unit. Let's kind of get this bad boy on here. And first, what we're going to do is we're going to put it on. Now, first thing I noticed is it is very tight. Okay, so it does have this kind of, I don't know, kind of back plate. I kind of want to call it a stabilization plate. And it has the big card reader here. And it does feel pretty good in your hand. It feels pretty solid, first of all. So, and then we're going to go to the USA ePay app. Now, this is a free app. You download and you put in all your merchant account information, and let's kind of zoom in on this a little bit more, guys. I don't want to zoom in too much because I want to have the card reader in also. Now, they set me up with a test account, so I'm able to do this with a test account and see all the transactions and everything, although the cards are not actually getting charged. So there's a couple of different buttons here. We have quick payment, new order, issue refund, and post voice authorization. So we're going to go through the app first. The hardware is pretty basic. You know, you've got the slide spot there with the credit card. You've got your charging port there, and it clips onto the phone. So let's go through all the details in the application here. Okay. Then on the bottom here, you've got your terminal, which is what we're looking at now. You've got your history, which you've got your batches, your transactions, and your orders. You've got your products. You've got customers, and you've got settings. So let's go through terminal first. Okay, terminal, when you have a quick payment, okay, you can put in, of course, the subtotal, let's say $25. I haven't set up any tax, but you can put in your tax amount or whatever. Okay, and you can set it up as a percentage of sales, so you can do that also. Okay, and then you hit next. Okay, you put in your description, XYZ, invoice number, PO number, so on and so forth, and then you hit pay. Now it's asking you to either swipe your card or manually pay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our card here. Let's zoom out so we can see the whole transaction. We're going to take our card and we're going to swipe our card. Okay, as you can see, it's processing. It gives you a reference number, an authorization code, an address verification, a card code, and then you can either capture the signature, or you can skip the signature, and you can also email the receipt. So if you email the receipt, obviously you put in the email address. Let's go to email receipt. You put in your email address and you send it. That way you send the receipt to your customer. If you want to capture the signature, okay, you're able to capture your signature, accept. Okay, again, you can email the receipt and then you hit done. So that is the quick payment. Now, if you have new order, okay, now this does a couple of different things. You can add items, discounts, customers, and details. So, say we want to add an item. Now, through the account and the web portal, I'm able to put in different products, customers, and items. So, for example, let's just say we're going to add an item, and I put in a couple of things there. I put in a Magic Mouse and an iPhone. So we put in Magic Mouse. I already put it in at $69. If I want to give the customer a discount, let's give them a 5% discount. Okay, the discount is $3.50. Okay, and we're not charging them any tax. I did not put in the tax information. Now I can also pick a customer. Okay, let's say Omar is purchasing this Magic Mouse from me. So now I've got Omar Correa from BMAI, one Magic Mouse, and the tax and the total. I can also add details. Okay, that's just some of the details there. That's not Omar's address, and that's not Omar's phone number, so don't worry about that. And now Omar's ready to pay, so we hit pay. We can pay credit card, cash, or check. You may be saying, Tom, why would you use cash? You don't swipe cash. Well, you can use this as a kind of POS terminal, and you can keep track of all your transactions. Okay, you can have a customer payment, or you can split your payment. So if you wanted cash and credit card, you can do both of there like that. Customer payment, Omar doesn't have any customer payment method set up, but if he was an everyday customer, he could put his payment method in there and I can have it on file. But here we're just going to use credit card. Okay, and we're waiting for the swipe. So there we go with the swipe. Let's see, did I swipe it the wrong way? There we go. We got the swipe. It is processing. There we go. Capture signature, email, receipt, done. Also, I can issue a refund if I wanted to. So let's just say I wanted to give Omar a $25 refund because the Magic Mouse didn't work. I could do the $25 refund. We swipe our card, processing the transaction, and obviously the refund's not permitted because we didn't do that. Excuse me. It wasn't a real sale. And then we have our history. Okay, I've done 2 sales during the test for $91.49. There's our batches, 5 sales, $156. Our queued transactions. Okay, our batch history. Okay, it goes into just tons and tons of details, guys. So here's our products also, and we can set this up: mobile products, iPhone, customers, settings, all sorts of different things. We actually have our receipts here. We can put in our receipts and make it with our header, our company header, and so on and so forth. We also have our devices here. Okay, so we can set up compatible printers with this also. There is just a ton of stuff here, guys. So this is another option to some of the other card readers out there. Again, it is a little bit more complicated to set up. Okay, the fees are a little bit more complicated to understand because you are actually having a real merchant account, okay, as opposed to an aggregated account like the Square card reader. So have I been happy with this? And I've been pretty happy with the test module. It does give you a lot of different options with products, with customers, with different types of payments, but it is a little bit of a pain to get set up. So, and the $80 price tag or free with a 12-month commitment, it's just starting to get into type of cell phone contract things. And for me, as a small business owner and someone that used the Square card reader for Girl Scout cookies, it was a little bit more than I had intended for. Okay, some of the other payment systems are a lot easier, and it just seemed like this was a little bit more involved. Now, if you're going to be using this for a larger business, a medium-sized business where you're taking constant credit card payments every day, this may be the card reader for you. So guys, you can go check this out at PaySaber, PaySaber.com. Okay, you can also go check out some of the features at usaepay.com. And if you have any questions on this, I know this was a quick review, shoot me an email. It's tommosha@BuyMeAniPhone.com. Okay, as always, follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/BuyMeAniPhone. You want to follow me personally, it's twitter.com/NerfSqueezer. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support. Hope that this answered some questions for you. If not, if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email, and I will get back to you on that. As always, tell the ones you love them today. And until the next video, guys, you guys have a great day.